2017 Matsuri Festival.
See a home duck and a maid.
Welcome to Matsuri in the middle of the 2017. So we are opening parade. We started from the traditional old people from Arizona. This is the traditional awa odori dancers. These are Tokushima from Los and crazy Arizona awa odori. Go straight back to the opening plaza stage. Enjoy today! Please, come on.
Oh, yes.
Please.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
There you go.
Any more cosplay people can play? Take picture with us. Yo, guys. Yo, guys, could you take picture with us, please? Come on. Yeah.
Jasper! Over here!
Come on, please. Help us. Over there. Keep it low. Take picture with us. Come on. You guys play around all the time. You gonna cry?
Baby.
Krista.
Okay, go that way. All right.
I just pushed it.
Come on, guys. Hi. San. Ni. It's. Arigatou Okay, Maggie, you make sure that for us. One more time. One more. Okay. That's good. Hurry. Sit down. Sit down. Do something. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Thank you so much. Could I have seen Lucifer praising the sun? Praise the. I'm sure everybody would have. Sure would have confused everybody. They're like, wait, the Dark Lord praising the sun? Doesn't make any sense. I recognize that. My friend.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. Nice.
Oh, picture. I think it's taping.
There you go. I'm doing both still and video. Check it out on YouTube.
Okay.
My Jury 2017 Hansel.
Okay.
Studio 2.
Thank you.
Okay. You'll find it.
Can you do us a favor and take a picture of us?
Oh, yes. Do you want me to hold the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have
I'll
to.
do one more.
I can hold the camera.
And then we'll,
How do I don't use those cameras.
Just press that button.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, sure.
Well, maybe, yeah. Maggie, can you help us take a picture?
Oh, that's good. Get in the picture. How many do you want?
There's a couple. Just make sure.
Oh, you got them? I got it. Yeah, I think so. I pressed the middle button, right?
I'll double check.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can always catch mine later.
Be cool. Son, me, each.
How's they look? Did they work? Can I take a picture with a phone? Oh, good.
Oh yeah, these came out good. These came out great.
Oh, great. I usually stay with the... I'm an old guy. Phones are for making calls, cameras are for taking pictures. You don't make pictures on phones. You dial phones.
you guys need help or? No, we're okay.
Just back to the place you want to go.
Yeah, we'll follow you guys. Okay.
After that, I need to get back to the car to change and visit.
That was great. Ooh.
I don't feel anything.
Oh, which anime are you from?
I'm from a game Undertale.
Undertale. When
I'm
was?
this little character.
When did that come out?
2 years?
Oh wow.
1 year? Has it been 2 years? Between 1 and 2 years.
Oh wow. And it's called what?
Undertale?
Undertale.
It's just sprinkling.
Yeah.
Is it raining?
You're not gonna die.
Is it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I found it.
Yes. Well, thanks then.
Shivers.
Hurry, let's go.
Oops, sorry. Oh, a chair. It's a chair. My kingdom for a chair.
As many of you know, it's been 75 years since the executive order was issued. And when that happened, the Japanese were around, more or less kind of told, well, they were told that they needed to either sell or leave their things, their possessions, and they could only carry, take what they could carry. And my parents went through this. And they were told that it was, you know, it was kind of said that it was more for their protection. But in actuality, you know, my parents were both American citizens, and yet they had to go to relocation camp here in Arizona. At the time, my parents, they used to live here in Arizona, but then they decided to move to San Diego, and they opened up like a little grocery store and everything, and they were, you know, just kind of getting to the point that they were being a little successful, and then the war broke out. My dad was a Japanese school, he taught Japanese school, and he also wrote for a Japanese newspaper. And because of that, they arrested him, and he was jailed in the San Francisco jail for several months. Well, because they had lived here before, his friend was a lawyer, and my mom contacted him. Well, he had to gather up enough gas rations to be able to drive to San Diego to talk to my father to find out, you know, what he could do to help him get out of jail. So he went to the jail to talk to him, but they refused to let him see my dad. So in turn, he really didn't have any due process. So my mother had to contact the Spanish government, which was a neutral country at the time. And so she worked through the Spanish government to get his release from jail. And he finally was released. And I remember one day going through some of their things, and I did find the letter from the Spanish government, in support of, needing to release him because he did not commit any kind of crime. So when he was released, he went to Gila River, they had the one relocation camp over there, and my mom was in Poston, Arizona, which is on the Colorado River, by the Colorado River, and they had a difficult time getting together. So a man had heard what was going on with my father, and he graciously paid for his train ticket to get him to my mother. And that's how they finally got together. But the sad thing is that this was supposed to be for our safety. But when you think about it, they were incarcerated, everybody was in a relocation camp, and they were under guard. And they weren't protecting the Japanese because their rifles and everything were pointed inward, not outward. And so that was, it was very sad for the Japanese, but they didn't know why. They couldn't understand why this was happening. And they kind of questioned it. And it was an embarrassment. So over the years, my parents never talked about this at all. And it wasn't until my dad was probably in his late 70s, early 80s, that he finally started, telling us things that had happened. And I never knew he was in jail or any of that until he started talking about it. And that's why during that period of time after the war, a lot of our Japanese cultures, things that, were Japanese, kind of faded away because of the war. And then slowly, the younger generation said, well, why are we not, bringing some of this back? Why are we not, learning how to play taiko, doing classical dancing, doing all of this? And so our generation, took a real interest in bringing back, like the taiko and different Japanese cultural things, ikebana, all of that. And so we are really delighted that we have the Matsuri Festival so that everyone can, get an idea of what the Japanese culture is like. And hopefully through the lesson of having, the Japanese in turn, that would never happen again. Now, onward, we are going to play our next piece. Is another piece that we composed and we just shortened it to Toki. And it's actually about carefree childhood days. And in it, there's a Japanese song, children's song. It's called Chi Chi Papa, and you'll probably hear that when they play this. And, we'll have them play it now. Thank you.